Beulah Adams had no idea what the skies had in store for her at the end of Easter weekend, 1913. All she knew was that she had plenty to look forward to. This daughter of a well-to-do grain company owner was just starting her career as an Omaha elementary school teacher. Her busy weekend started at the Brandeis Theater, watching a stage production featuring nationally renowned actors John Drew and Mary Boland. Sunday meant services at her church, decorated beautifully for Easter, she observed. After that, an afternoon visit with an old friend. Around 6 o'clock, she headed home to Omaha's upscale Bemis Park neighborhood. When she got off a streetcar, it was raining. She put up her umbrella and started walking to her house. Adams continued her story a couple days later in a letter to her mother.
I heard a distant roaring, such a noise as I can hardly describe, like a large lumber wagon coming toward one on the cobblestone street and drawn by runaway horses. The noise kept getting louder and louder and coming right at me. It was very bewildering. Then, as I came opposite that large tree at the side of the path, the heavy blackness in the southwest assumed a funnel shape. The wind carried me across in front of the parking and bushes in front of Toff Hansen's place. I put my umbrella down and lay flat, face downward, just 2 or 3 feet east of the gutter. With my hand, I held my face, and my feelings were similar to those of a child who turns from an impending blow, with helpless terror, waits for what will come. The next moment or two, all I can remember is the terrible roar and one distinct recollection that I was hit by something on the leg. I was hit on the head and back too, but don't remember of it. One might think I could hear the crash of timber and falling houses all around, but the terrible roar of the storm drowned everything else. In just a minute or hardly more, the noise had ceased, and I looked up and picked myself up. All the house in sight were total wrecks.
Adams had lived through the deadliest tornado in Nebraska history. 100 people died in Ralston and Omaha on that Easter Sunday, many others injured and homeless. Nebraska's governor toured the damage the next morning, calling it like my conception of hell. Today, the house Beulah Adams lived in looks a lot like it did in 1913. So does the park where she laid on the ground, waiting in helpless terror as the tornado passed overhead. Adams died 44 years later. It's easy to imagine her thoughtfully living a full life after cheating death. Successful teacher, church leader, actor, world traveler.
All the rest in the house are in bed, and I guess I'll go too and write more later. Lovingly, Beulah.